Good evening to each and every one of you. Today has been 1 week since I returned from Georgetown, Guyana, back into the United States. But on my way returning back to America, I had a little conversation with a man on the plane, and some way or the other, a very famous name came up, and it happens to be an Indian woman by the name of Laila Kisoon. I call her the Teresa of Guyana for the Guyanese Indian people. During the time of the uprising in the late 1960s, when the blacks was burning and looting, killing, and Mackenzie was in flame, Mr. Burnham at the time was just concerned about power. U.C. Quayana, who was then Sidney King, and not forgetting Hamilton Green, Talmy Reed, and many, many other black brothers who was only concerned about the color of the skin and the power of the country. But there is a God who will judge us all. While the blacks were beating and killing East Indian descendants up in Mackenzie, who was working and had business in the Mackenzie market, raping and killing the innocent women, and even 4 years, 3 years, and 5 years young dog girls, where they tear them in half and push bottle between their private parts and sand. And this is true. If the PNC wanted to reflect a little back into the past, all of them who were involved should have been tried and, to be honest, executed for such a crime. Regardless of Dr. Jagan, a stupid coolie man who had preached communism, and the United States warned him about it, to change his course so that he will have an independent Guyana without any clause or flaws. But Dr. Jagan was so headstrong, told Mr. Kennedy, you can stop the clock, but you cannot stop communism. My fellow brothers and sisters, it is a clear-cut business. Politician is not concerned about you. And you could tell every black Guyanese, the young one who born in the 60s to now may not know anything about it, because your common history has been hidden from you. But the older folks know the truth. If you happens to be attacked by an Indian race, kill your mother, rape your mother and sister, and even kill your little God angel daughters or sisters, what will you do to the Indian race, or another race, so to speak? You would get mad. You will wipe them out. But these Indians are peaceful people, stupid, ignorant. They crouch to their God. And that is where Laila Kisoon came in. A woman with a business in Georgetown, Guyana, behind Romville, next to DIH in the back, or opposite license, who opened up her business to help Indian who was coming through, who was beaten, burned, and all the things was taken away in Mackenzie. The Valley of Tears. Every Mackenzie citizen should be aware of that. Ladies and gentlemen, you might think I'm a racist. I am not. But I wanted you to know what your black brothers and sisters have done to those Indian people. And today, you still believe that equally people wrong to you. No. But I want to make it clear. Guyanese blacks was instigated up in Mackenzie, and the battle carried on by Highlanders that we call Palawala, which was brought into the country through Trinidad by Eric Williams, the Prime Minister, another black leader, to destroy Guyana at the time. The United States was busy trying to keep communism out from Cuba, Guyana, Chile, and any other part of the Caribbean or Central or South America, Mexico, Guatemala, and many other places, Panama and all those places. Because after World War II, there was an agreement signed called the Monroe Doctrine, where Russia keep one part, the other European keep the other part, and America control the other part. Imperialism could not have raised their head in the Russian part. Communism could not have raised their head in the Western part. Dr. Jacken could not understand that. So ladies and gentlemen, it is up to you to make your decision and listen to what I'm telling you right now.